In this module on encoders, we will talk about the function of the encoder, how do we build an encoder using gates, then we will talk about what is a priority encoder and take up a couple of applications using encoders. Encoder is a digital circuit which has up to 2 to the power of n input lines and n output lines. Performs inverse operation of a decoder. It produces a binary code from several input lines. Let's see how do we build a 4:2 encoder using gates. The table here shows 4 inputs I3, I2, I1, I0, 2 outputs O1, O0 for the encoder. If I0 is true, the corresponding bit pattern at the outputs are 0, 0. If I1 is true, I get a 0, 1. For I2 I get a 1, 0, and for I3 we get a 1, 1. So this becomes a combinational circuit with 4 inputs and 2 outputs. We could write the expressions for the outputs in terms of the inputs. If I do that, my O0 is going to be I1, O1 is going to be I2 or I3. So I could simply connect I1 as O0, I2 and I3 through an OR gate as O1. Then I get my 4:2 encoder design as shown here. One of the drawbacks of this circuit is, while designing this, it is assumed that at any given point of time only one of the inputs will be true, as well as at least one of the inputs should be true. So if none of the inputs are true, or if more than one input is true, we will not be able to detect the corresponding output pattern for that. So to solve this, we use what is called a priority encoder. We have an 8:3 encoder shown in this diagram, which has 8 inputs and 3 outputs, 2 to the power of 3 inputs and 3 outputs. As per this table, for any one of the input combination, let us say I0 is active, here we take active means a 1. So when I0 is 1, I get a unique bit pattern at the output which is 0, 0, 0. If my I1 is 1, I get the pattern as 0, 0, 1. So for each of my input combination, I get a unique bit pattern at the output. So this is a logic circuit having 8 inputs and 3 outputs. So you could now write the expressions for Y2, Y1, Y0 from this table, and if you convert them into a circuit, I get a logic circuit implemented here. So we have got now an 8:3 encoder in which for each of the input I get a unique output activated. This circuit has its own drawback. The first drawback is, what if none of the inputs are active? For example, I0 to I7 if all of them are 0. If you analyze the circuit carefully, you will end up getting the outputs all zeros for that case also. So it is not able to identify a situation where none of the inputs of the encoder are active. So it always assumes at any given point of a time one of the input of an encoder is active. It is not able to detect this. The second drawback is, what if more than one input is active? For example, what if my I0 and I1 both becomes a 1? Again, if you analyze it, you will find a pattern which will be one of these patterns given in this table. The second drawback is, it is not able to detect if more than one of the input is active, at the output the pattern will be similar to any one of them. So this circuit is 8:3 encoder, works perfectly fine if only one input is active at a time and at least one input is active at a time. A priority encoder is a circuit which includes a priority function, which means if 2 or more inputs are equal at the same time, one of the 2 gets higher priority and the output pattern corresponding to the higher priority input gets activated. As an example, if I have a 4:2 encoder and inputs are D0, D1, D2 and D3, if I say D3 is the highest priority input, irrespective of other than D3 whichever inputs are true, the outputs are always going to be 1 1 because D3 gets the highest priority. So we don't worry about multiple inputs being a 1 because the one with the highest priority is what is chosen. Encoders can also be devised to encode various symbols and alphabetic characters. Based on the device symbols and alphabetic characters, we get a corresponding bit pattern generated by the encoding function. So let us look at the function of a 4:2 priority encoder. Inputs are I3, I2, I1, I0. Outputs are O1, O0. We will keep the priority for I3 the highest and I0 the lowest. That means, for example, if my I0 is 1 and rest of all the inputs are 0, the output pattern will be 0 0. If I1 is 1, I2, I3 both are 0, we really don't care what is the value for I0, whether it is a 0 or a 1. The output pattern is going to be a 0 1, which means even if my I1 and I0 both are 1, I1 is chosen. If I2 is 1 and I3 is 0, irrespective of what is at I1 and I0, the pattern what we get here is 1 0. And if my I3 is 1, irrespective of what is at I1, I0 and I0, the pattern is going to be 1 1. That means I3 gets the highest priority and I0 gets the lowest priority. So I get the function of a 4:2 encoder defined like this. Depending on the inputs and the priority of the inputs, we get a corresponding bit pattern at the output. To design this circuit, we can plot a K-map for the outputs O0 and O1 as a function of the inputs I3, I2, I1 and I0, and we could implement that function using gates. Then we get a priority encoder design using the logic gates. So let us see how do we design this 4:2 encoder, which is a priority encoder. As per the previous table, output O1 is going to be a 1 if I2 is 1 irrespective of I1, I0, or if I3 is 1 irrespective of I2, I1, I0. If we fill that in this map, whenever I2 is 1 irrespective of I1, I0, if I3 is 1 irrespective of I2, I1, I0, the ones gets filled as per this. We could now make two groups. Group 1 results in I2, group 2 results in I3. So we get O1 as I2 plus I3. Similarly, you can draw the map for O0 and then get the circuit for O0 implemented. Put them together, we get the 4:2 encoder designed using gates. Let us see how do we design a 4:2 priority encoder using gates. We could plot a K-map for the outputs O1 and O0 for the inputs I3, I2, I1, I0. As per the previous table, if you plot the map, for example, O1 is a 1 if I2 is a 1 irrespective of I1 and I0, and if I3 is a 1 irrespective of I2, I0, I1. If you plot that in the map will look something like this. I2, I3 both resulting in output equal to 1. You could now make them into two groups of 8 that result in a function O1 as I2 plus I3. You could now plot the map for O0 and get an expression for O0, then convert them into circuit. You get the 4:2 priority encoder design in which output pattern depends on the highest priority input being active, and we get a bit pattern at the output. Let us look at an example of a keypad interface using a 4:2 encoder. So in these examples, A, B, C, D are push button keys. to be interfaced to a system which need to understand which of those keys are pressed at a given point of time. So what we have done here is tap out a line from each of these keypad section, those are called I3, I2, I1, I0, which is connected through a 4 input NAND gate with an output called V. V refers to a valid here. For example, if none of the keys are true, which means if none of the keys are activated, all the outputs I3, I2, I1, I0 as per the circuit is going to be a 1, which means the output of the AND gate is going to be a 1. So we treat this as no key activated. Now if any one of the key is pressed, for example if key A is pressed, the corresponding input I3 becomes a logic 0. Now we have taken this 4:2 encoder as encoder with an active low input, which means if my I3 is 0, which means I3 input is activated, the corresponding bit patterns in the output is going to be a 1 1. Instead of A, if B is activated, then I2 becomes a 0. I2 becoming a 0 for a 4:2 encoder means I2 gets activated. The corresponding outputs are going to be 1 0. So the output pattern will tell which of the 4 keys at any given point of time is activated, either A or B or C or D. We will be able to decode the information about the keys using this encoder, whether key A or key B or key C or key D is pressed. Thus, we could interface 4 keys using an encoder to a system which could understand which of the key is pressed and activate actions according to that particular key. So in this module we talked about what an encoder is, how do we build encoder using gates, we talked about what is the priority encoder and looked at a couple of applications using encoders.